I want to catch Samson before he stops bodybuilding.
I've beaten Samson, so I think he's beatable. I firmly believe I can beat Derek. And I also think I can beat Hadi.
I have so many reasons this year why I want to bring my best. More than people even realize.
You're going to be a lot of pain.
A lot of pain.
You're going to be a lot of pain.
Hi guys, welcome back with the early qualification series of 2025 Mr. Olympia. As we know, each athlete has to win a pro show in order to qualify for the most prestigious show in the bodybuilding world. So up to this point, let's look at the list of qualified athletes for the 2025 Mr. Olympia.
Samson Dauda!
Wilkin is finally making his Olympia debut this year. In 2023, he managed to qualify for the Olympia, but due to health issues, he had to drop out of the show. Last year, under the supervision of coach Matt Jensen, he punched his ticket to the 2025 Mr. Olympia after securing a big win in the Legend Sports Fest Pro Show. Now he's working with the new coach Stefan Kinzel for his first attempt to the biggest bodybuilding stage. With a full year to refine his physique and make some serious improvements, Brett is coming in full force for Mr. Olympia. Akim Williams is undeniably one of the strongest IFBB pro bodybuilders, a true powerhouse. He has been battling out on the Olympia stage since 2015. His best placement came in 2020, where he secured an impressive 6th place finish. And last year, Akim proved his potential once again by cracking top 10. Showing he's still a force to be reckoned with. For 2025 Olympia, Akim has got early qualification by winning European show Big Man Spain Pro in December last year, where he defeated Brazilian rising star Marcelo Horse MD. He's been very consistent from conditioning standpoint since he has started working with coach Chris Aceto. His back is his weakest point, but he is extremely dominant in the side shots and also very impressive in the front shots. Akim displays tremendous muscle maturity, deep muscle separation, and crazy details, and this year he's aiming to move up in the lineup. Brazilian sensation Rafael Brandao is renowned for his symmetrical and very aesthetic physique. For 2025 Olympia, Rafael is focusing on refining his overall size while maintaining his symmetry, aesthetics, and proportions. Last year, he could not peak well for the Olympia and he had to finish at 8th place behind William Bonac. This year, he aims to bring his best package yet to the Olympia stage with unstoppable determination and focus to stand against his rivals. Many experts believe Rafael has all the tools to be Mr. Olympia one day. He is tall, very shapely, aesthetically pleasing, with small midsection, and he's only 31 years old. But undeniably, he still needs more mass in the right areas in order to stand next to the Nigerian lion Samson Dauda. He earned his Olympia qualification by winning Romania Pro last year, so he has whole year to make some serious improvements for 2025 Mr. Olympia. Rafael recently faced some gut issues, but he's recovering rapidly and will be back on track in no time. Last year, former Mr. Olympia Brandon Curry stepped on stage with a noticeably improved package, especially in terms of size. His legs showed clear progress compared to previous years, but he had to settle for 9th place as judges wanted to see more hardness, more conditioning on his physique.
I looked pretty decent. I looked better than the previous year, I know for sure. We made some steady improvements in the physique. Only mark I really missed on, I talked to the judges about, was the hardness. They wanted a little bit more hardness from me.
This year with the new coach, Justin Harris, Brandon is really consistent with his training and is already looking much improved. He has showcased his improved physique for the Arnold Classic and he looks undeniably a potential threat for the 2025 Mr. Olympia. Arguably, he has no chance winning the Olympia, but possibly he can still sneak in the first call-out fighting with the frontrunners of the show, as he is very dominant in shape and structure, and with the right improvements, he can still make a solid impact on Olympia stage. This year, Egyptian mass monster and two-time Mr. Olympia Big Ramy is making a comeback on the Mr. Olympia stage, as his official sponsor has recently announced. Many fans believe he is the only bodybuilder who can dethrone the reigning champ Samson Dauda, as Ramy still has sheer amount of mass with incredible muscle density and details. Coach Chris Aceto has expressed his optimism about Ramy's potential return, that he's always a dominant force on stage whenever he decides to compete.
Can Ramy beat Samson, you think, at this point in time?
I think Ramy is dangerous in any show he does.
Just because he's so big, yeah.
He's so big.
Since Ramy's last competition in 2023, he has taken a hiatus from competitions. This break might have given him chance to recover, fix his injuries, and come back in one of his best looks. The up-and-coming bodybuilder from USA, Martin Fitzwater, was at 4th place last year in his Olympia debut.
Martin looks formidable. Very impressive first Olympia debut.
Martin and the Hadis.
Yep. And after that, he won 2025 Olympia qualifier show EVLS Prague Pro against 6 times Classic Physique Olympia champ Chris Bumstead. So he's already qualified for 2025 Olympia, but he's aiming to compete and win Detroit Pro as well as Pittsburgh Pro, where he will have a rematch against the mutant Nick Walker. 28 years old Martin is the youngest contestant in the Olympia lineup this year. He's not so tall, but he has mass with impressive shape and aesthetics, and he brings dry, hard conditioning on stage. He's another very strong heavy hitter for this year's Olympia lineup who can fight for the Sandow Trophy, facing off with Samson Dauda. Former Mr. Olympia Derek Lunsford was going to defend his title last year, but he had a disappointing result and he dropped down to the 3rd place behind Hadi Choopan.
And then dropping to 3rd, it was like, it's just a shock, man. It's I wanted her to come backstage, but she's sleeping right now. I just want to hold my daughter, kiss my wife, and
Maybe have a burger.
This year in the Arnold Classic, he has showcased his best ever package, which led him winning $500,000 prize money after defeating the reigning Mr. Olympia Samson Dauda. So Derek is back on track again, and he's very confident and motivated to bring his all-time best this year to be the last man standing once again.
I'm really ready to bring my best. I mean, I know I won the 212, I won the Open Mr. Olympia, but I just know my best is yet to come. I want it, man. I have so many reasons this year why I want to bring my best, more than people even realize.
Now he's under the guidance of coach Chris Aceto, and it's going to be very fascinating to see what improvements Derek will bring to take back his Olympia title. With his relentless drive and expertise of coach Chris, Derek could be unstoppable this time around. He's very determined to showcase a physique that will leave no doubt about his potential. This year, the Persian Wolf Hadi Choopan is very focused to reclaim the Mr. Olympia title in 2025 after falling short to Samson Dauda last year. He even decided to skip the Arnold Classic show, where he had a strong chance of winning along with $500,000 prize money. But he is putting all his efforts into preparing for Mr. Olympia. After the retirement of his longtime coach Hani Rambat, Hadi has been focusing on refining his physique and game plan for 2025. So far, his coaching situation remains undisclosed, making his 2025 Olympia journey even more intriguing. But one thing is certain, that Hadi is not backing down. His work ethic and commitment have always been among the best. And despite the recent setback, he remains one of the most dangerous athletes on the Olympia stage. Even Olympia judge Tariq Al-Gundi have highlighted him as major threat to Samson Dauda's reign.
He is the biggest threat to Samson Dauda. When it comes to conditioning, he's been the most consistent bodybuilder on that stage. When it comes to placing, he's been more consistent than anybody. He's been more consistent than Derek and Samson. So he's very dangerous, and now he's got a whole year off going to the Olympia. But one thing is for sure, this guy knows exactly what to do to get peeled.
Fans are eagerly waiting to see what version of Hadi steps on stage this year as he aims to make a strong comeback and reclaim the Olympia title. The reigning Mr. Olympia and Nigerian lion Samson Dauda is gearing up to defend his title at the 2025 Mr. Olympia. Last year he defeated 3 Olympia winners including the Persian wolf Hadi Choopan, and this year he's highly driven to bring his all-time best physique, as he's aiming to bring his physique to the extreme level of mass and aesthetics.
I want to be the most extreme that people have seen. I want to take bodybuilding and just take my body to the most high extreme. I want to be able to keep both that mix of mass and aesthetic all the way to the most extreme form you can get it.
His goal is to win multiple Olympia titles, and right now there is no one in the open bodybuilding who can really outsize him. Even many fans believe he is going to be the next Ronnie Coleman. Bodybuilding expert Chris Cormier has observed significant improvements in Samson's legs development. As he says, he never saw such physique before. Not even legendary bodybuilders like Ronnie Coleman and Dorian Yates had.
You know, the one thing I'm noticing about Samson is he's got these big, deep grooves between his ham, thigh, and glute, that area, at over 300 some pounds. And you're seeing these deep grooves, not so much definition in the hamstring, but guess what? You're still over 300 some pounds. We never saw that out of Ronnie or Dorian or anybody, that type of deepness. You know, he may display some physique we never saw before.
Samson is known for his impressive size, shape, symmetry, and aesthetics. However, he has faced so much criticism regarding his conditioning, especially after losing to Derek Lunsford in the Arnold Classic.
That second place award to your runner-up, Samson Dauda. Wow.
But now he's set to intensify his training regimen, focusing on enhancing muscle definition and especially his overall conditioning. So 2025 Mr. Olympia stage is shaping up to be one of the most exciting battles in the bodybuilding history, as Samson Dauda, Hadi Choopan and Derek Lunsford, all 3 Mr. Olympia winners, will have a fierce fight again for the Sandow Trophy this year. The deadline for Olympia qualification is September 14, and there are many bodybuilders who are not qualified yet, and we know some of them can make a big impact on the Olympia stage this year. Arguably the most aesthetically pleasing bodybuilder all the way from Nigeria, Andrew Jacked, was close to 300 pounds in 2024 Olympia, and he managed to take 5th place. Last year, despite the best efforts and high confidence of Andrew, things did not unfold exactly as he planned on stage, but this year he's leaving no stone unturned to be the biggest threat for Samson Dauda. Vitaly Gulnikov aka Good Vito was runner-up last year in Detroit Pro, and he was unable to qualify for Olympia. This year he has several shows in his list, including Pittsburgh Pro, where he will stand next to Nick Walker and Martin Fitzwater. And if he earns qualification, I think he has a solid chance to be in the top 10 in 2025 Mr. Olympia. Another freak, Carlos Thomas Jr. will be making his Olympia debut this year. After Arnold Classic Ohio, he will compete in few more shows where he will attempt Olympia qualification.
New York Pro, Christo's coming.
Slovakian math monster Michal Krijo is coming back after a serious shoulder injury which did not let him to compete in the 2024 Olympia. But now he's fully recovered and he's planning to compete in New York Pro. Right now he's in the off season, weighing around 315 pounds with impressive shape. Canadian rising star Regan Grimes did not compete last year in order to put on more muscle mass on his frame. Currently he close to 300 pounds, and this year he's working with the new coach Stefan Kinzel after leaving Milos Sarcev. He's also planning to compete in the New York Pro, and he does believe he is going to beat the mutant Nick Walker.
Are you going to beat him in New York?
Yeah. You'll see Nick at the Cali Pro a week later trying to get his qualification.
Last year, Nick Walker decided not to compete as he stated his body was not responding well. And since then, he has faced so much backlash from the bodybuilding community. But Nick is very confident to prove his potential once again and fulfill his ultimate goal, winning the Mr. Olympia title by defeating Samson Dauda.
I've beaten Samson. Samson's beaten me, so I think he's beatable. I mean, I haven't beaten Derek or Hadi, but I firmly believe I can beat Derek. And I also think I can beat Hadi, but I think Hadi will just be my ultimate biggest challenge when it comes down to it.
Sixth place finisher in last year Olympia, Hunter Labrada brought some tremendous improvements. For 2025 Olympia, he has to qualify yet. The mass monster all the way from Colombia, Rubiel Mosquera aka the Nexzilla, is already preparing for the 2025 Mr. Olympia under the guidance of his coach Francisco Espin. Fans are very excited to see him standing next to the big boys of Olympia.
You gonna go for the Open?
100%. 100%.
Recently, one of the most genetically gifted bodybuilders, the 212 Olympia champ Keon Pearson, has shown great interest in moving to the open division and beating Samson Dauda.
I want to catch Samson before he stops bodybuilding.
Also, 8 times Olympia winner Ronnie Coleman believes that Keon will be the Mr. Olympia if he moves to the men's open division.
How far do you think he can go in the open class once he grows into that frame of his?
Oh, he'll win it. He will win it for sure. That's how confident I am in him.
As of now, there is no indication that the reigning 212 Olympia champ Keon Pearson plans to compete in the men's open Olympia this year. But it will be very fascinating to see him fighting against the big boys of Olympia, as many experts believe he will be a force to be reckoned with in the men's open Olympia. So that's all guys, thanks for watching and stay tuned for more interesting updates for 2025 season.